What is up, guys? DJ Neeks here, and welcome back to my A through Z playthrough for Heroes of the Storm. Today we have landed upon Nazeebo, the witch doctor from Diablo 3, who has been in the game for a very long time, since the alpha. And for the longest time, he was a character that did not require a lot of skill to play. He was always really good at what he did. And then they changed him over a year ago, where you had to now be good at skill shots and landing your abilities in order to actually get value from them. They incorporated the talent that you could choose, where minions you killed could increase your health and mana. They changed various different things about how he worked. He has gone through quite a bit of change over the past couple years. Over the past year, various different tweaks here and there. I think in the most recent patch, he had his spiders slightly buffed. He had the Ravenous Spirit buffed. The Gargantuan was nerfed in terms of its health. It's very uncertain times for Nazeebo. I don't think Widowmakers was buffed. I think what it was Hexed Crawlers. Yeah, it was that now it restores 1% of his maximum health when they attack an enemy hero. But this, of course, is all dependent on whether or not you can even land your spiders. And I will show you guys what this means in the game today. As you can see, he's one of my highest leveled heroes in the game at 34. I've played Nazeebo a ton, and I wasn't really sure if I was going to continue to love him after his changes. He's still kind of, fun to play, and you do tend to see him a lot. I think also recently his Viral Infection was nerfed from 175% to 150%. So I'm not really sure how Nazeebo is going to be received. I think I still see him constantly, but he's still fun to play, and hopefully we can get a good match today.
I hear the call.
Alright, everyone, we find ourselves on the Cursed Hollow. Today, the friendly team, Nazeebo, Kel'Thuzad, Abathur, Stitches, Valera versus Garrosh, Sergeant Hammer, Medivh, Vala, and Nova. Well, this is going to be interesting.
The battle commences in 10 seconds. 5, 4,
Hammer
3,
could certainly give me
1.
a stationary target to throw at. Yeah, sure, let's go with the spider build.
I overflow with blessings.
Nazeebo has constantly been going back and forth over time. Ooh, nice, we got a kill on the hammer. Between either spider build or toad build. Back in the old days of the alpha and the beta, Nazeebo was great with his spiders. His spiders were so good. You could just see, here's one of the reasons why his spiders were so good. My Q here, you can see corpse spiders, I have to hurl a jar, but if I hurl it here, nothing comes out because I didn't hit anything. It used to be the spiders would come out no matter where you threw the jar, the spiders would come out, no matter what. And unfortunately, they decided, let's make it where Nazeebo has to require a bit more skill to play. So we are going to, instead, go ahead and put the spiders there to work on the minions and then work their way to hammer. But we are going to make it where you have to land a skill shot in order to actually get value from your abilities, because Nazeebo is just too strong and too easy to play. So we need to work on making him hard to play, landing skill shots and such. And unfortunately, I think Nova's not going to kill me. My spiders did not kill the Sergeant Hammer. Oh gosh, see, I'm tempted to go out. Oh, nope, I shouldn't. Nova's right there. Now I could just throw out my spiders and try to get some value. There we go. Land the Garrosh in the zombie wall, but the minions are there, so it's not going to matter. And unfortunately, I somehow got knocked out of my hearth. Now here, Hex Crawlers did get buffed slightly. But I've always liked going with Big Voodoo to be able to increase the amount of health and mana I get. And against a comp like this, I feel like having more stuff to... Well, I'm dead. All I can do is just try and apply as much damage as I can before they get away. People thought, oh, Garrosh is not as good anymore. Nah, that toss is still pretty tough.
I got friends on the other side.
So we'll have to see how this goes here. Our Kel'Thuzad decided, forget about the objective. I'm going to stay up here. Now, their Medivh is still up there, so I guess that's okay, but... Very nice by our Valera. See, all I can do, because I get tossed near Hammer, at that point is just put a zombie wall around Hammer. Because at that point, there's really nothing else I can do. We have to kill this Sergeant Hammer. And I really wish our Kel'Thuzad was down here. I really wish our Kel'Thuzad came down here. I'm gonna try and come down here because my teammates are still here. Just throw out some toads.
Choose a talent.
There we go. Spiders on Garrosh. Gonna go ahead and take Spirit of Arakir, which is going to produce more spiders if I hit a single enemy. So there we go. 5 spiders because I hit Garrosh by himself. And unfortunately, I still get tossed and killed because, of course, they have all this auto attack damage. Fortunately, though, our Stitches Abathur duo is doing some work, but again, this Hammer is just getting all this protection. And I guess it would be worse if the Kel'Thuzad came down, or not the Kel'Thuzad, the Medivh came down. But see, oh my goodness, graduating range. Yup. Look at this Sergeant Hammer.
Spirits guide us.
My goodness. Oh, okay. Those don't count for my spiders. Good to know. And I'm probably dead again because, of course, he just keeps knocking me back to where Hammer is. He just keeps knocking me back to where Hammer is, and then Hammer just finishes me off. This has been going on more and more often ever since Hammer got her rework. Well, hey, at least that worked out because they timed that really well. I've died 4 times already. Just get so sick of all this nonsense and cheese. People don't understand why I hate cheese in this game. We're gonna pick up the Gargantuan solely because it's great for zoning an area. So on this map in particular, it's great for protecting the objective and such. Thought I saw someone go there. I guess it was the Garrosh, but he went back that way. But I thought the Hammer was going to be there. Put the spiders down to work on that lane. I see you there, Nova. Gonna back off. Not really sure whether or not oh, our Valeera is going to get that Nova. Very nice. My bad. Alright, we took down that tower. I'm gonna go ahead and put my Gargantuan there as an extra distraction. Ah, oh no, I did hit Medivh. I just noticed the objective is on the top. I'm gonna go ahead and Hearth back, get closer, get a bit more mana. It's gonna be a while though. We'll have to see how it goes over here. Unfortunately, my Gargantuan is on cooldown. I would have loved to have had it for this objective, but... oh my goodness. Woo! Wow. Well, I am just incapable of doing anything right now until I can get to 13 and get Ice Block. And I only have 43 stacks. That is pitiful for a Nazeebo. I know. Believe me. But as you can tell, I've been struggling a bit in this game. 5 deaths. Been focused on a lot. With Garrosh tossing me into Sergeant Hammer. Getting focused like crazy. Not able to be left alone to get a lot of stacks. And it's real unfortunate. Look at that. Very nice job by our Stitches. We're going to pick up Ice Block at level 13. Ah. I messed up on my Spider Toss there because I thought he was going to possibly get away. And of course, there's the Sergeant Hammer down there trying to cheese. I know it's not. I guess I know it's not cheese. It's what Hammer's supposed to do or designed to do, but I still don't like it. I'm just gonna sit here and wail away at Restructures. Because I'm Sergeant Hammer, and I can do that. I totally missed my spiders there, and oh, that feels bad. Here we go. Got my spiders on the Nova and got the kill on the Nova. Unfortunately, I think I am dead because the Vala is right there. Oh, man. 6 deaths. This is not going well for me at all, and we almost let Vala completely get that. We did kill the Hammer. 3 members of the enemy team are down. I just realized our Kel'Thuzad's down, but he does have his phylactery quest done, so he can come back whenever he wants, but... yeah, he shouldn't come back right now and use up those stacks. But our Valeera and Abathur duo getting work done. Taking full advantage of the changes to Valeera. There's the Nova, but of course our Stitches is full health. He's fine. He's fine. He even took Hungry for More to have more maximum health. He went full tank build. Look at that. Oh, very nice.
Now I see.
Very nice to see that rather than the typical slam build Stitches. I feel like I may need to use my ult here to try and help save him. Spiders will continue to chase him. There we go, the poison damage, which ruins his Master's Touch stacks. Very nice. Spiders go in there to try and get a few more stacks. We get that Sippy Cup. And we are in position to try and take advantage of this. Yes, Sergeant Hammer is wailing away at the top lane, but we are about to get a curse, which hopefully will give us more of an advantage. Garrosh is making his way over here, but our Valera and Stitch's teammates are here. And of course, Abathur, he can help us out whenever we need him to. And we have a curse.
Your enemies shall be weakened.
I don't think I'll be able to get over here in time, nah. But if Sergeant Hammer's going to focus on the top lane, I can make them pay in the bottom lane. There we go, I revealed the Nova. I'm going to go ahead and put my Gargantuan there to kind of also help work on this. There we go, my spiders are helping poison. And we are gonna... No, I'm not gonna chase the hammer. I'm gonna work on this structure. On getting this keep. We're playing for keeps, boys. We're playing for keeps. There we go. My spiders will now go attack anything nearby, including the minions, which gives me more stacks. There we go. Very nice. Unfortunately, I missed my Q there on the...
Enough. The curse is over.
There we go. Thank you, Abathur. Oh, I messed up my mount. There we go. Alright, I'm out of there.
I must heal,
Oh, Abathur's
but I will
using his
return
mule.
pain.
My team is going back in for some reason. Get out of there. Go.
I go.
Alright, so I'm not going to head over here, and Nazeebo's really good at getting camps. Because he has a number of ways to be able to split out the damage amongst them. Gargantuan does have a 70-second cooldown. So you actually could kind of use it here if you wanted to. Alright. Just to not waste a sippy cup, I'm going to go get more health and mana back from core. Unfortunately, I only have 69 stacks. I know that's a very pathetic showing, but I'm trying to focus more on helping out my team in fights and objectives than soaking lanes and getting stacks. I know for some Nazeebo players that's considered a cardinal sin. How could you even consider doing that? But there are times where your team is actually going to need you, but unfortunately some players don't fully understand that. Like right now, I'm getting stacks, but my team... Oh, actually, never mind. They are winning the fight, because now we have our level 20 talents.
Or face my curse.
Now, normally the Vile Infection is definitely the go-to talent, but it requires 175 stacks, and right now I'm only at 80, so there's no way I'm going to get that. So I'm going to go with Human Goid to reduce the cooldown by 40 seconds and its mana cost by 50. So I'm now going to have this every 30 seconds. So I could literally spam this if I wanted to. Nova, Garrosh, and Medivh are up. But they are all in mid lane, so I don't have to worry about that. Of course, Nova took triple tap instead of precision strike, otherwise she could use that to try and disrupt what I'm doing here. I've actually, if you guys remember, I think a Nazeebo soloed a boss.
Spirits whisper agreement.
Not really sure how he did that or what build he went with, but I'm not necessarily interested in doing that at the moment. Look at that, all that damage I'm doing to this Merc camp. Look out, Abathur.
Fight.
Medivh's gonna try and kill you. Look out! There he is! Look out! I'll protect you, Abathur. There you go. Get away. Uh-oh. 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 Woo! There you go, go spiders! Yeah! Very Very nice.
Acceptable combat performance.
Does he want to end the game? I'm not really sure what our Stitches is doing here. I'm going to go ahead and spawn my Gargantuan here to see whether or not we can possibly get this camp to help push mid lane. Steal a camp from right under their nose. Here we go.
Keep up the fight.
And look at that. Can come back over here and help them get this tribute.
Without hesitation.
Very nice. Now, Sergeant Hammer did pretty much take away some of the value from that camp. Their whole team is up, so I don't think we should risk
Life is true.
going after a boss right now with them being able to risk stealing it from us.
Stitch is gonna find you.
Stitch is gonna find
Gathers
you.
enough tribute this time.
Where are you, Nova? Where are you? There's no way that's the real Nova. I'm looking. Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? There you are. Woo! I'm so low on health right now. Trap the garage. There we go. Woo! Can I get a spider on Hammer? I don't need to. Hammer's dead. I shouldn't go after Medivh though. Don't go after Medivh. I am so close to death right now. Never mind. Abathur healed me.
Ava heroes, let your enemies.
We could actually maybe even end the game right now.
Augmented.
And go ahead and put my Gargantuan right there on the core. Look at all that damage the spiders are doing. Woo! There we go. GG. 32 to 14. Woo. Well, I died a lot, but man, my teammates picked up the slack. Our Valera, man. Woo.
MVP.
Very nice job. I'm going to give it to our Abathur. Kudos to a good Abathur. Now, I guess what you probably saw me do, even though I did die a lot, you saw that Nazeebo does not have to go into a lane and get all those stacks to be effective for his team. While that can be a very fun part of the game for Nazeebo because of how much stronger he can get, you shouldn't do it at the expense of your team. Besides, if you look at my team comp, we had an Abathur. If I had done that, the three of them would have only been by themselves with the help of Abathur, and that would have been a very detrimental thing to do to my team. So I didn't get a lot of stacks, but I felt like I didn't necessarily need to. I was able to come up with a comp that could help them out despite that. And, you know, I've seen a lot of people do Toad build Nazeebo, and while it can do a lot of damage, you have to make sure that you do hit them, which I have a problem doing. It seems a little easier to try and land the spiders than the toads, so I feel I can get more value from them. But we went with Widowmakers, Big Voodoo, Spirit of Racker, Gargantuan, Ice Block, Spider Colony, and Humanoid. Went with Ice Block. His 13 tier is kind of odd. I went with Ice Block mainly because of the stun, the triple tap, some of those abilities and such to counter some of that. So Nazeebo, he's still in a pretty good spot. I do miss the old Nazeebo because he was so good and so easy to play and so much fun. And then they made him harder to play and just it never felt the same. But he's still in a pretty good spot, still pretty strong. But there are times I do wish I could play the old Nazeebo where I could just throw out a jar and spiders would just spawn from it and do damage. So I still enjoy playing him, but man, do I miss that old version. But he's still really good, though. I definitely say pick him up, but try to be careful about when you choose to go into a lane and just soak stacks for your voodoo trait as opposed to helping your team. Be careful on that. Up next, whoo boy, speaking of Nova. Up next, we're going to be playing probably the most infamous and polarizing character this game has ever seen. Nova, who, from what I have heard, since the stealth changes, is number 1 in win rate in this game. I think I heard it was like 65%. Well, wasn't true in that last match, but apparently she's now even better than before. Well, we'll take a look at that when we come back. Stay tuned.